Namaste. Hey guys. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so I'm really in a good mood right now. I'm so jacked. Okay, we had a great day today. We went and celebrated my husband's granddaughter, my granddaughter. We went and celebrated our granddaughter's 12th birthday today. She turned 12 today, and her name is Mackenzie, and it was a great party, and we had a lot of fun. So, we came home and um I yesterday was kind of difficult because I was missing my Jake. And I asked Brandon if he wanted to do a spirit box session and see if we could talk to his dad. And so we did. And it was amazing. He said Brandon's name. I asked him if he had anything he wanted to say to him. He said, "Tell him I love him." It came through so clear. It sounded like him. It was amazing. In fact, I still feel his energy here right now. I actually called him in and asked him to come and help me because I'm going to do a reading for Harmony Montgomery. Um, this reading I'm getting ready to do for Harmony Montgomery, I'm doing because I'm sure most of you guys know. If not, I'm going to tell you right now. There was some movement on her case, which I'm so excited to announce. So I woke up to one of my subscribers texting me to tell me that they were at the old apartment where Harmony Montgomery last resided with her father, and that they were taking a refrigerator out of the old apartment. I'm gonna actually put you guys on hold for just a minute. I've got to get my pictures out that I drew and uploaded. So 4 months ago, I uploaded some spirit inspired drawings that I made, pictures that Harmony put into my head, and I can describe them all day long. But it's better when I can actually draw them. I can draw what it is I'm seeing, and then I can show it to you guys as well as tell you guys. So that's what I do. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid and I would see things, I would try to describe them to whoever was I was talking to, and people just didn't always, I didn't feel like people always understood. So I started to draw the things that I see, and I've been doing that for many years. So I have a few new spirit inspired pictures that I have to show, that Harmony has, I drew today, that Harmony has showed me a few more things. They took, okay, so hold on one second. Let me go get my drawings from before. Hi, I'm back. I should have had these ready to go before I started this video, but I'm so anxious that to do this video and to do this reading that I completely spaced. So before I show you the drawings, I want to say something real quick. So my little sister, Natalie June, she has a channel called Awakened Intuitives. Um, she, I'm gonna put a link of her channel in my description box. She did a reading today. It might have been yesterday, but it uploaded today, where she is talking about. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Do you see that light? Did you see that light? That light comes on when there is a temperature fluctuation in the room. That light comes on when spirit is around. So I have my spirit box sitting right here. I have my EMF reader here. This has also been going off. And so I will show those when I move the camera down so you can see my cards and stuff. You guys will be able to see those better. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So, and I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I'm super excited. So Natalie did a reading, a card reading this morning or yesterday, but it uploaded this morning or this afternoon, today, okay? And her reading was so amazing. Like the best reading she's ever done by far. I'm not saying that her other readings weren't amazing as well, but definitely the best reading. The flow in that reading was incredible. And the cards that she was getting, I just broke out in goosebumps with every single one. I honestly feel like Harmony Spirit was there for her, with her, while she was doing that reading. Okay, so first of all, 4 months ago, I had a I had drawn some spirit inspired pictures that I was seeing in my head. Now, I was really nervous about putting those pictures online. One of them is extremely graphic. Well, a couple of them are kind of graphic, but one of them is extremely graphic. And I was concerned that that picture I was going to get a lot of backlash. I was afraid that people were going to be angry about it, and I was going to get a lot of backlash. Very new, very new to to YouTube and doing the crime cases at that moment in time. So I was nervous about it. I checked in with a few of my soul sisters. You guys know who you are. And was told, just put a warning, a disclaimer on the bottom that it's going to be graphic, and go ahead and show them. And I am so glad that I did, because those puppies are time stamped, and they go back 4 months ago. So I went ahead and I showed the pictures. Now, this was at the beginning of her case, before a lot of information was out there. And when I drew these pictures, I didn't know what any of them meant. I just drew them. I later found out a few things about them. So after I had drawn them. So, okay, first let me explain. Okay, so this was the first one I drew. Okay, let me pull this back. There we go. Okay, so when I asked Harmony to show me in my mind a picture of what the person who hurt her or who took her life, what that person looks like, I said, show me the person's face. I didn't say his. I just said, show me this person's face. Whoever this person is that hurt you, show me his face. Show me his face. Let me see it really well. Show me his face. So she did. This was the face that she showed me. Now, when I was seeing this in my mind's eye, I was seeing what I thought was a mole or a scar on his face. Later, I found out that this is actually a tattoo of a teardrop that is on this man's face. This man, this is Adam Montgomery. This is Harmony's dad. That's who this is. And okay, so my ring light is going crazy. Hold on one second. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so my ring light, either it rotates and makes all different kinds of colors. It goes in a rainbow, or I can just set it with a soft white light, and that's what I'm going to do. Should have done that already. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm super excited. Okay, so this is the face of the man who took Harmony's life. Now, I'm going to say, I'm going to stop right now and say that all of this information is allegedly. This is all taken from my own intuition. This is my opinions. I have the right to express my own opinions. I have the right to put on my little platform the things that I see and hear intuitively. This is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so I'm getting that out right off the bat. I'm getting that out of the way. Okay, so Harmony showed me a picture in my head of the person who took her life, and this is what she showed me. Now, I drew this before I even knew what her father, whose name is Adam, looked like. When I saw a picture of Adam on somebody else's channel shortly, maybe a few days after I drew this, and it dawned on me who that was. I knew who it was the second I saw his face on that video. So I knew who it was, and I couldn't believe it, how well actually I was, because I'm no artist, okay? I am no artist. I'm not trying to claim that. I tried my hardest to draw the picture I see in my head. I don't always nail it. But this one, I freaking nailed it, you guys. That looks like Adam so much. And when she would show me Adam, she would show me his eyes was big and black. There was no color to his eyes, big and black. Now, I don't know what his eyes, the color of his eyes is in real life. I don't know what color his eyes actually are. But I know that the way she sees him, his eyes are black as night and just big black hollow eyes. Also, another thing too, I don't know what his mouth and his teeth look like. I don't know if there's any pictures out there that show it, but what she showed me is that he has some really rotten, yucky looking teeth. And what she showed me him doing to her when he would look at her was to go like this and talk to her like this, and he would pull the corners of his mouth down and talk to her through his teeth and grit his teeth at her and literally growl at her like an animal. He would growl at her, okay? Sorry if I look weird and crazy, but anyway, so I tried to portray that in this picture with the mad wrinkled forehead, the teeth gritting. This is how she sees him, the person who took her life, allegedly. Okay, so that was the first one I drew. The second one I drew was this one. she kept showing me a pair of pink glasses. Now, these glasses have thick glass, really thick, that was shattered. One side was completely shattered and intact inside of the eyeglasses. The second side was shattered also. It was broken. There was pieces of glass broken out of it. And so that's what I was trying to portray with that picture. For some reason, it was important to her that she showed me this enough times that I went ahead and drew it. Okay, so there was that one. Now, I know that Harmony had an issue with her eyes. I know that she had, I don't know if she was blind. I don't know the specifics about it because I've never really went and did a lot of research on Harmony. I just know that she showed me these glasses that had very thick lenses and that they were broken. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Allegedly, I saw her being hit in the head and these glasses being broken in the process of that. So, allegedly, okay? The next thing she showed me was this guy. Now, this was another one I was a little concerned about putting on because it's freaky looking. But I kept seeing it. And at first I was like, man, she must have really thought of this person who hurt her as like a mean, scary clown like person. Like, you think about some people are scared to death of clowns. I know that I mean, I don't like clowns, but I'm not terrified of them, but I know people who are. So I thought maybe she was just one of those people that were really afraid of clowns, and in her mind, the person who hurt her was like a scary clown. And that's what I thought at first, okay? I later found out after I drew this picture and after I drew it and sent it out to all my soul sisters. Literally, I sent this picture out over Messenger, over emails to all of my soul sisters with the rest of these pictures and said, look, these are the pictures. This is what she showed me. After I sent these pictures out, I was reading on a Facebook group, a Harmony Facebook group. I was reading some of the comments and some of the things that they were saying when her stepmom, Kayla, was arrested the first time. She's been arrested twice. The first time she was arrested, it was for welfare fraud. She collected food stamps for Harmony during a time when they could prove Harmony was not with her. So they arrested her for that, and they kept her in jail for that for a while, and then they let her out. Well, she's been rearrested. But before all that, before she was arrested, before any of that, I drew these pictures. And I saw this. Scared the bejeebies out of me, and she kept showing it to me, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out, I asked you to show me the person who hurt you. Is this what you see him like? I later found out in that Facebook group, by reading through the comments and talked to a few of the people on there, responded to some of the comments, and I got responses back, that Adam Montgomery, Harmony Montgomery's dad, this man, okay, allegedly, okay, Harmony Montgomery's dad has, did you just hear that beep? That's what that spirit box makes that sound when spirits near. Okay, so Harmony Montgomery's dad has a friggin' tattoo of the frickin' Pennywise clown. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be cussing, and I guess I'm not really cussing, but he has a tattoo of this clown. Okay, apparently he has a tattoo of this clown on his body. Someone said on his neck, or his, right here, like in this area maybe. Someone told me that he had it on his neck or the side of his neck. He has a tattoo of the Pennywise clown. Found that out later, and it made sense. It totally made so much sense to me after. It made so much sense to me. Yeah, that's crazy. So Harmony's here right now. I can feel her. She's giving me some goosebumps. So that's right there for me. Confirmation that is why she was showing this to me. She was showing this to me. See, it's not going off now. She was showing me because her dad has a tattoo of this clown on his neck or in that area. I believe, but I do know that he has the tattoo. And when I read that, I about fell off my chair. It made so much sense. That's why she kept showing this to me. This was another way for her to identify to me the man who hurt her. So to show me a tattoo that is on the man who hurt her would absolutely make sense to me. So there was that one, okay? And we saw the one with, okay. The last one, this was the one that I was the most worried about sharing. I was so scared that I would get some backlash and that people would say terrible things to me, and think really lowly of me for drawing a picture like this. But I had to do it because I just don't feel like she would show me these things, or spirit, harmony, my spirit guides, God, Jesus. I don't feel like they would put this picture into my head and have me be seeing this scenario if it wasn't somehow part of the story. So this was the other picture I drew. I saw harmony, and I mean, I saw it in great detail, even down to the clothing she was wearing. This shirt was red with pink polka dots, a pair of green pants with little pink polka dots. Okay, it speaks for itself, right? What I was portraying here was that this refrigerator had a plug-in. It had a plug-in cord that was plugged into a black box, a big black box. I assume, and it had a red gas can sitting next to it. So I assumed that what that meant was that it was plugged into a generator. So that's what I took out of that. That's what I believed that meant, that it was plugged into either a generator, or, and I did see the gas can, or something to power this refrigerator. I saw this in such detail. I saw the bottom shelves of the refrigerator had been removed. She was sitting in them. Now, they left the top part of the refrigerator in there with all the stuff in there and everything. There was like containers and different like things in there too. So I saw that. Okay. My wonderful subscribers are paying attention. And I know this because I got a text from one of my subscribers who told me that the authorities were back at the apartment where Harmony had last been seen, where she was last known to live with her dad, Adam Montgomery. Now, this is not allegedly, this is a fact. They were just there a few days ago, and they pulled, among other things, the refrigerator out of that apartment. They put hazmat tape around it and everything. They took that refrigerator out of that apartment. So I about fell down when my subscriber told me. I was like, what? Oh my God. Now, I don't know if she wants me to call out who it was. So I just want to say thank you. You know who you are. I think you also contacted Katrina. I don't know if you want me to call out your name, so I'm not going to dox you like that. If you don't mind, then put in the comments. You know who you are. You texted me and you told me first thing in the morning that the authorities were there pulling a refrigerator, and you know how I reacted. I was like, what? My picture. So for me, that was such validation, such confirmation. I am not crazy. These things I see in my head are legitimate and real. And oh, it stopped. Okay, it was blinking for a minute. It started blinking when I said I'm not crazy. Okay, all right. So you guys, I've been meditating. I've been meditating. I've been talking with my spirit guides, Harmony spirit guides. I've had a very busy last couple of days. I had a kind of a low vibing day when we celebrated the day. And yes, we celebrated the day that my first husband, Jake, passed away. We tried to keep that day as high vibrational as possible, and we did a pretty good job of it. It gets easier every year, to be honest. So today we celebrated our granddaughter's birthday, but in the midst of all of that, I'm still talking to my spirit guides. I'm still doing my meditations, and I got more pictures. I got more. She showed me more. So I don't know if that she's showing me. She didn't show me this before, and she's showing it to me now because she realizes that I got some recognition. That that people are paying attention to the things that I'm saying. So I went ahead and drew the things I saw. Um, like I said, I am not an artist and by any means, okay? I am not an artist. So please excuse my childish way of drawing. You just saw how I can draw. One of the things I drew was not real easy to draw, even though you'd think it would be. And it looks like it was. It wasn't. I had a hard time with it. Okay, the first thing she showed me, and I'm going to explain it first. So what I see is a straight freeway. I see a straight, and it's a freeway. It's got something in the middle, like a land in the middle separating this side of the freeway from that side of the freeway. There is land on each side of this freeway, and there's multiple lanes on each side of this land that's in the middle, okay? She showed me a freeway, and here, this area right here was like, was a sandy, gravelly area. What I was seeing, like maybe like a pullout, maybe like if you're driving down a freeway, like where you would pull out. I don't know why it was significant that I see that part of it, but on this side, it was just all like a hill that came up off the side of the freeway. Like there's the freeway, and then there's a hill on this side, and then on there's a hill on this side, and it was kind of grassy. And then on this side of the and then, okay, so these cars were going like this way. These cars were going this way, okay? In between these lanes, there was a piece of land that looked like this, separating the cars going one way and the other way. On this side of the freeway was like a large area where you can pull out and park, maybe a rest stop, I don't know, but there was also a little bit of a grassy area there as well. So she showed me this. Now, there wasn't a specific number of cars that was on it that I saw, but I did see other cars, but there was not a specific number of cars. Now, I didn't know how to draw this, but the other thing I was seeing with that is these big poles that come up, that go up and over the freeway with big signs on them. Some of them were green with white writing, and some of them were white with blue, like dark blue writing on it. Okay. So, the cars represent the fact that there were cars on the freeway as I was saying it. Okay. Not a specific amount, just that they were there. All right, guys, sorry. Okay. So the next thing she showed me was this. I know this is probably hard to, okay, so I'm going to explain this. Like I said, I'm not no artist, you guys. Okay. So what she shows me is this. This is the ocean. Okay. This is the ocean right here. This is all the ocean, and this is the beach. But what she's showing me is a levee that goes, it is a levee. It is a huge, this looks like just a flat little walkway. No. This is a huge a levee of these gigantic, like big as me, boulders stacked on top of each other. And it was tall. It was like taller than me. This thing, this levee that goes out into the water is tall, and it's stacked all the way up. Like, and it's all different sizes and shapes of different rocks, but they look like big black and dark gray jagged rocks that go out into the water and kind of come to a point and taper down. But it's tall. It's really, really tall. So like what I was seeing was the waves coming up on the sides of this levee. Okay, I was seeing the waves coming up. That's what I'm trying to portray there. And crashing up onto this levee here. Okay, and this levee goes out into the water, and this is all ocean right here. It's all the ocean. I see this levee coming up. I see the waves coming up and crashing into the levee on both sides, and then there's the beach, and the waves are lapping up onto the beach, and then there's this levee. Now it's a little bit flatter right here, where maybe not, or not as flat, but flatter's the wrong word. It's a little bit, it's not as tall. Like I think people could start here and walk up on the top of this thing and possibly navigate their way out to the end of this levee. But there's big openings and spaces between these rocks. That's kind of why I darkened it in some areas. So that's what I was saying. That's what she's showing me now. So I just want to put this on record along with the rest of the photos that I did. you guys, it's exciting. Okay, so I love my new Spirit Box. SBS7 is awesome. It really freaking works, you guys. It really works. And now that I figure out how to use it, I freaking love it. It's amazing. I had a long conversation with my very first husband, my son's father today. A long, wonderful conversation with him. And I clearly heard him say hi. I heard him say Brandon. I asked him if he had anything he wanted to say to his son, and he said, tell him I love him. It was so clear as day. So it was an amazing experience. But I've asked him to come in today and help me with this reading and help me to get some clear and accurate information that I can share with the world. And hopefully we can find Harmony Montgomery. All right, guys. So I will be back. I don't want this video to be really, really long. I'm just going to stop right now after I've showed you the pictures, but I will be back in just a little bit, and I'm going to pull a few cards and see what I can get intuitively in the midst of that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So excited right now. I totally can feel Harmony in here with me. I literally can feel her in here with me right now. She's here with me while I'm doing this. And Harmony, um can you light up the spirit box, Harmony? Can you come and light up the spirit box? Just come near it. If you come near it, it'll light up because it tells me when the temperature changes. Can you light it up? Well, I guess I don't have control over it. It happens when it happens. I don't have any control over it, but it's pretty freaking awesome. So, all right, guys, I will be back very, very soon. My next video will be a reading with some cards and some intuition mixed in there, and yeah. So stay tuned, guys. Oh, I will be back. Love you guys.